Due to Vidar's sudden touch, Presepe suddenly froze. It didn't look like he would hurt her, so was she wrong? But her worry was needless. Vidar's pale, trembling hand did nothing but touch her cheek softly, without anything else happening. I've been waiting for you the whole time. For a very long time. Then Vidar continued slowly, I was endlessly wishing that you would just appear in front of me. That's why he hates, and that's why he hates. Since he knew that the one who planned all this torment and loneliness was none other than Presepe, not a single moment passed without him doing so. But she doesn't remember. It no longer matters. If she can't remember, that's enough. What is important is that Presepe is tied to his side, as happened in the course of the original events. You're right. It was me who killed Ivan. Because I didn't like that he was bothering you. And because it made you cry. You said something strange to Evan, didn't you? Vidar paused for a moment. Precipice just lives the same days over and over again. You don't remember anything. But she knows my secret, and that's why she relied so much on the only person who can help her, which is you. That's how I fell in love with you and chose you. She didn't even glance at any other man. That's what he said to Ivan, and Vidar still remembers it clearly today. He wanted to use Ivan to attack Fenrik and destabilize the system, but the situation has changed. There was no point in saying that to Presepe now. So he shook his head. I didn't say anything at all. Not a word. It was unfortunate. Now that Ivan is dead, there is no longer any way to know for sure whether Vidar's words are true or false. The Imperial Palace was suddenly attacked by monsters, so Ivan escaped, right? Yes, just like this time, Precipice thought alone. Wasn't that your doing too? His eyes narrowed slightly as if he had not expected this question. You just told me that you can easily corrupt or revive monsters. Doesn't that mean you can control them as you please? They are your children, and they will obey you without hesitation. As happened this time as well. They obey me without hesitation? Just because I created them? Suddenly, Vidar laughed as if it was absolutely ridiculous. His laugh made Presepe feel uncomfortable, her body trembled and she shrank slightly. I don't know. Isn't this a narrow conclusion? There are cases that are not so, cases are not? No, nothing. He smiled briefly, then looked at Presepe calmly. Her eyes were still filled with doubt. This was normal, as there are many reasons for suspicion, while there are no convincing excuses. Yes, I was the one who made the monsters attack the palace that time so that Ivan could escape. Vidar admitted honestly this time. But that was to protect you from Fenrik. According to his whim. What? I thought that after Ivan escaped, Fenrik would attack first. Then you would return to the tower again, and I was planning to save you then. As happened this time. But Ivan kidnapped you, not realizing that it would shorten his life. Now, have you got your answer? You know. I've told you many times that Fenrik is a dangerous man for you. No. The Duke did nothing to me. He did not hurt me, nor did he make me suffer, words she couldn't say, they kept ringing in Presepe's chest like an echo. Can I be certain that I had no dark feeling towards the Duke? As seeds of doubt bloomed in her heart, Vidar continued, I've been waiting for you for a time when I didn't even know who you were. Then he continued in a slow, dry voice, I waited for you before I knew the meaning of waiting, and even after I knew it. And I was waiting and waiting, until waiting became unbearable torture. I tried to cut my neck and tear my body apart repeatedly, but death did not come. And so I lived for thousands of years, waiting for your coming, which never happened, suddenly, as if a whisper passed by her ear. If you were truly the demon queen, wouldn't that be unfair to you? The words Vidar said to her in the forbidden forest. Thousands, tens of thousands of times I thought. I wished it would eat away at my heart. Just for you to come. You can't imagine what this feeling means. Vidar has been around since before the story of Presipe's cage actually began. In other words, he endured thousands of years alone just to meet Presepe in the game. Because it was made for that very reason. He was thinking about that when, only for the heroine, suddenly, he heard an unknown voice, but it seemed somehow familiar. A very long wait, an endlessly repeated wait, that's right. You don't know anything. Then when you finally meet, then? But the mysterious voice was not heard again. I knew you at first sight. And I expected you would know me, too. Vidar's blue eyes sparkled with pity. But you didn't. And he was right. She did not recognize him, nor did she discover him. Is that why you lied to me? Because you hated me. And because you were blaming me. Did he want her to experience the same suffering? To search for him over and over and wait for him over and over, as he did? Was this how he felt? Vidar said nothing. But sometimes silence is more eloquent than any answer. As it is now. But how did Vidar know about all these things? Was this also the result of a glitch? Or is it a side effect after Fenric gained consciousness, and the rest of the characters regained their memories? Or is it related to developments in the secret mode situation? Doubt was reflected on Presipe's face. Not a long time passed before she opened her lips in a very faint voice, tell me everything you know. If you really want me to believe in you. To lie. You believed Fenric even when he didn't tell you the whole truth. Even after you knew who I was, you still tried to stay by his side. I only know one thing. Unfortunately, Vidar didn't trust Presepe. Whoever tries to take you, you will eventually come back to be linked to me. Just as you are doing now. Who else can do that? I am the one who has endured for thousands of years alone, just waiting for you. The Fenric who killed people and got close to you on purpose, just to chain you to his side? Perhaps because a part of her wasn't completely sure that Fenric hadn't actually committed those actions. I am different. Vidar said, touching her cheek. I won't hurt you. At least not anymore. Vidar swallowed his dark sincerity silently, without Precipe realizing. So look at me. To me alone. Because it had to be this way from the beginning. This was their fate from the beginning. From the beginning, there should not have been any impurities or third parties between them. This is their original place, even if they take a long detour before they reach it. Vidar sincerely believed this. His words, on the surface, were gentle and full of tenderness. Rather, it is supposed to provide reassurance. But, ironically, Vidar's touch on her cheek was so warm, yet Presepe felt a strange void that she could not understand. Therefore, she did not hold his hand as she had done with Fenric, nor did she speak his name. I want to be alone with my thoughts for a while. Moments later, words came out from her lips that were not at all what Vidar expected. Why? What am I missing? Why don't you believe me the way you believed Fenric? Is Fenric still special to you? Even after hearing all this? Vidar couldn't understand. Vidar's blue eyes twitched violently, but Presepe, who avoided looking at him, did not notice it. Vidar slowly removed his hand from her cheek. Let's go back now. Then he extended his hand to her. I can't leave you here alone. He had said a while ago that she no longer had anywhere to run to, and that he was no longer afraid of her running away. He also knew that the monster's blood mixing with her body would make this forest harmless to her. But his behavior seemed to contradict what he said. Rather, she got up alone, with slow steps towards the place where she was. It left Vidar standing in front of the tree, staring at his outstretched hand that remained suspended in the air. She pretended she didn't see it. Only for the heroine, a very long wait, and then when they finally meet.